All right, these are my November projections for my air signs and what will be happening, what the main theme of these eclipses, what they're doing to you for my air sign. So this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If you have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. If you have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, North Node. If you just have strong Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements, and you just felt like looking, welcome, feel free to check out the other ones as well. So we're going to be starting with Gemini, which is my sign. So let's see if I can read myself today. Just kidding. Gotta take out Ace of Wands. Beautiful. I love this for us. Motivation. Whoa. Moving away from bad things. Oh, I'm excited. This is personal. This is personal. Moving away from bad things. A little bit of rest. Getting a rest after all the fucking shenanigans. So like I've been saying, eclipse energy, it can be before, during, or after. And for a lot of us Geminis, it's already happened, and we're smooth fucking sailing from here. I hope. I don't know. I got 3 more cards to pick, so be good to us. Be good to us, universe. Queen of Swords. I've gotten this in a couple other readings. Make sure you're being careful with your words at this time. This is you finally speaking up for yourself and saying some shit and having clear thoughts. So be careful and all that, because there's some people that could really fucking get it, and we don't have to. That was the message I got, so I guess I gotta tell the other Geminis. Baby! I'm just in here yelling, my window's open. I hope my neighbors don't hear me. 9 of Pentacles? Is this real life? One more. Come on, one more. Okay, Hanged Man. Ego. So ego will have to be mindful of something. Have to be mindful of our ego. This is really friggin' good. I'm really excited. Like I said, this is personal to me. This is us moving away from bad things, Gemini placements. This is us like finally having a moment to breathe, but it's not for nothing, because you really had to do a lot of fucking work to get here. You really had to tell a lot of people some things, and it was hard, and you might have had a couple panic attacks about it, but we're here now. We're here, and it's gonna be very okay. We just gotta make sure we're keeping our ego in check. So keeping our ego in check, like I said, with this Queen of Swords energy, be very careful of our words. Be so careful. I keep getting that message for me, so I'm gonna give that to my other Geminis, that little kiss. You want to keep all this good thing going good, going smooth. You want it to stay smooth. You want to keep that smooth sailing and that beautiful restful feeling and all the things, the abundance you're regenerating. Let's just be mindful of our words and say things very without emotion, but still soft. Energy is gaining a momentum. Some good shit's about to keep going. It's still going. You and your loved ones are safe. All that anxiety, you're safe. And what do you need to release? And work through your fears. Work through your fears. It was scary as shit. It was scary as shit, but we're here now, and it's getting better. And now we need to like release it. We need to purge it from our body. So whatever that looks like to you. You could be doing some releasing ceremonies. You could just be kind of thinking about, what the fuck do I need to get rid of here? I feel really get in touch with your emotions at this time. Faith, spirituality. Feeling a little more connected to your spirituality and having faith that things are going right and that you did all the right things and it's gonna be okay. And lunar eclipse change. So we're gonna see the biggest changes after the lunar eclipse and transform. Like I said, this has not been easy for a lot of us. We've been sweating. I know I've woken up and had a couple panic attacks in the middle of the night about some things, but it's because we're changing. It's painful. It's not easy, but we're on the trajectory to a better way. You're already feeling it now. You're feeling more confident in yourself now, and if you don't right now, you're about to feel more confident in yourself going forward from here. Like I said, lunar eclipse is finally when, you know, you've been staying in this decision that you've made, and you're like, okay, I have to stick something and pick something and stick with it. And the lunar eclipse is when you're going to be seeing, when me are going to be seeing the effects of that. So this one was really quick. It was really good. I know as a Gemini, you probably appreciate that. Or would you like me to over-explain it more? I don't know. I don't like over-explaining. I like to be the one over-explaining. However, that's it. That's it. It's good. It's fine. Make sure you're checking your sun, moon, rising. For the other ones coming up, I have my moon in Aquarius. So if I was looking at this, I would check my moon in Aquarius because I feel really connected to that. And I might even check my Cancer Venus. Like if I was looking at something like for the Cancers, like for Cancer signs, sometimes I do check Cancer because of my Cancer Venus. Okay, that's what I see for Geminis. Have a great fucking November. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, this reading is for my Libras, air signs. So whether you're a Libra, sun, moon, rising, if you just have a lot of Libra placements in your chart and you're really just trying to figure out, you know, what's kind of happening for you over the eclipse season and what's kind of happening in November and what that's going to look like for you. So this is for my Libras. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Fine. Okay. 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 So your eclipse season is looking like you're really fighting for yourself. Like you're struggling to see some things. You're probably being gaslit a bunch. You feel like, am I like crazy? Did that happen? And you just, it feels like a state of confusion. Ace of Cups, there's self-love. This is you being gentle with yourself. Some of you already are being gentle with yourself. Others are being asked to be gentle with themselves at this time. Your career and your hobbies and all your interests, you might want to throw yourself into them. I see you already kind of throwing yourself into them. King of Cups. So we're going to be, right now it feels like you're going through it. Like it feels like this struggle, this fight, you're coming out on top. So we like to see the 7 of Wands in the upright position because you see how he's kind of like fighting them off. He's like, no, get back, get back, you nasties. And then we have the Ace of Cups, which is this self-love here too. So that's really good. But this King of Cups in reverse with like this energy of feeling like you can't celebrate something, or like you're having a hard time seeing something. You're moving away from it, but it's still like that lingering feeling as the eclipses are happening. So that's what you're working through right now. That's what your challenge is. That's what your test is. It's kind of trying to see things for what they are. Be careful of people who are emotionally manipulative. You might have to like not have emotionally charged conversations and tell people like, can we come back to this when we're not feeling this way and when we have a level head, or after I've had a decent sleep, or after I've had time to think about this. Like, give me a second, like my brains are fucking rattled, is what you might need to be telling people. But the 6 of Swords in the reverse lets me know it's a good thing. You're moving away from it. It's gonna be fine. And keep pouring into yourself at this time. Keep pouring into your hobbies. Keep pouring into what you like. Take time to breathe out. Yeah, so you just gotta be focusing on yourself right now. Hold your vision. I really like that with that 8 of Pentacles energy. Just like I said, keep puttering away at your day-to-day tasks, at what you like, your hobbies, your interests. Keep puttering away at that. And don't let pride get in your way. So this might be some of your challenge time to give rather than take. Make sure you're spending time putting in, okay, yeah, this is you just putting in more of that effort. So it's almost like it's relaxing. It's a restful time for you to kind of just put your head down and get lost in a hobby, get lost in a special interest, get lost in your work. Hold your vision lets me know this feels very related. It feels like you're stuck in that vision that you're holding, this idea in your head that you're trying to bring out. That's going to be your safe space right now. That's going to be your safe space. I just heard a knock, so that feels like, I don't know. I know it was like me knocking around shit, but I feel like that's affirming. And don't let pride get in your way. So make sure if someone comes to you and says something, and you know, again, if it's emotionally charged, don't get defensive right away. Instead of getting defensive, say, can I have a minute, because this seems like a big deal, and I want to be able to give you like my clearest thoughts when I'm not emotional right now. I'm gonna pull a couple more. Force, Mars and Gemini might be kind of hitting somewhere in your natal chart. Take a look at your natal chart and check out, it's called progressions or transits. Check out your transit chart in whatever app you want to check out and see where your Mars is and see where the other Mars. Sun, Spirit, that's so nice. It feels like things are getting better and communicating. Yeah, so during the solar eclipse, you're going to be challenged to communicate more. Void of course, moon missing. I have to read the book for that one. Let me grab the book right quick. I haven't had to grab the book yet. This one's interesting. I haven't seen this one before. 52. At the back, honey, at the back. I'll just read it to you. Let's just do that. All is not as it seems. This void of course moon card can be daunting. It may not be a good or appropriate time to answer your question. As it is now, the results may not be what you want, like I said. So be focused on your work, focused on what you like, kind of take a time out with that, make that your like safe place. It might be hard to communicate right now, so you're figuring out how to communicate because things are fucked up. Things feel fucked up. What is the void of course moon? The moon travels through the entire zodiac in 27.5 days. There's a moment when the moon makes its last major aspect before leaving one sign and entering the next. This feels big. This feels like it's like one last so there's one last challenge. So, and my advice to you when this challenge hits is do not let your ego get in the way. That's the biggest message that I'm seeing right now for my Libra and Libra placements. There's one last challenge coming your way, and when it feels like you get fucking sucker punched, don't let your pride of being, you know, getting too hot say, I need a minute. I need a minute. This is a lot. Can you just give me a second? Like, and just try to communicate from your heart, or maybe don't even answer open the message right away. Take some time to center yourself. As it's as if the moon has gone to sleep. Her wisdom is being withheld until she moves into a new sign and the moon begins a new chapter in her story. So things might even be letting off for some of my Libra signs. The usual axiom for starting things on a void of, let me know if I pronounce that wrong. Nothing will come of the matter. Matters will not go as you planned. In fact, most of the time, yeah, so you need to be resting right now. You need to be resting right now, taking a little breaky poo, focusing on what makes you happy, enjoying all the little things that just fill your cup, your little interests, all of that. Just throw yourself into it. This card says to sit still and stay as you are. Take no action at the current time. Wait for the storm to pass over. It is a time to be patient and allow matters to settle before beginning anew. Allow this matter to resolve on its own without your help, work, or interference. Don't bail anyone out or make loans currently because it is unlikely you will be repaid. Medical results will not likely be accurate. So Libras, if you're waiting on some like answers to something and they say, oh, this terrible things happened and you have this, wait, because they could just have fucked that up too. It's not the right one. If you apply for a job and get hired, it will not be long lasting. It's possible you'll get hired and then more suitable job will come along. After a long and costly effort, your matter in question failed, blah, 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 blah. Keep this in mind when void of course moon can be used to your benefit. So keep this in mind when this card shows up in a spread. For instance, you can work on something you really don't want. You can interact with persons you really don't want to become a fixture in your life. Embarking on anything new or untried will tend to go wrong. In other words, when the void of course moon card presents itself in a spread, if you agree to plans you don't really want to come about, then it will likely be they will not come about. However, meditation and any type of psychic or spiritual efforts will work out when the void of moon card turns up. It's a good time to dream and even make plans. Just do not act on them yet. Also, do not plan a wedding of this card or whatever. Don't get married right now. So yeah, this keeping your head down. The sun spirit's really good. This is blessing you. This is wanting you to find your joy again and know that you're moving away from this bad thing. So not all Libras might be getting a one last sucker punch before the action happens. It feels like you're in the thick of it now. Like I said, for a lot of people during the eclipse, it's either happening before, in the middle, or after. For a lot of you, it's just, it's less like a boom, boom, boom. It's like a long, drawn out thing, and I'm sorry it's happening, but it's coming. to an end. That's a promise. That's a little promise that it's coming to an end. Keep your head down, keep enjoying. It feels like there's energy smiling down on you. Your spirit guides are smiling on you. They're trying to send you so much positive love and light. So remember to not get defensive and just keep your head down. Thanks, Libras. Okay. Aquarius. You might be in a great position right now to be like offering help to people. You might be feeling like you're in a good spot. Like you want to help other people. You just feel more like, ooh, burdens. You feel like you're at the top, but it feels like it comes with a lot of responsibility. And you might be struggling with some self-confidence right now. You might not be feeling like yourself, or you might be working on yourself, or of sorts. Yeah, you're working on yourself. This is you getting to the root of it and starting to feel better about yourself. So you were feeling kind of like, oh, like I don't feel like myself anymore. I don't feel cute anymore. Now it feels like you've been putting the work in to try and like make yourself feel better. Ace of Pentacles, let me know that money is here. This is, oh, an abundant time for you. Judgment. It almost feels like you're kind of like finally on the right path. Like at the very end here, it feels like the eclipse for you. What are you? What are you? Yeah, this is good. This is you finally traveling inward and checking some shit out. I'm like, okay, what's going on in here in this mess that I've been avoiding? You're finally like opening up a closet and cleaning it out. The one that you've neglected for so very long. The closet of your feelings. The closet of trauma. It feels like you're finally in there exploring, digging around, all that stuff. It feels like you've got a lot on your shoulders right now. It feels like you've taken on a lot, but it feels like the amount that you've taken on allows you to be in, makes you feel in control. Oh, another cliche. Aquarius, do you like feeling in control? Do you like that? This is really good though. I really like seeing this. This is you taking the time to like take care of yourself and make those conscious efforts. Like, what do I like? What makes me feel better about myself? Whether that's like making time to like go get like your nails done, or taking time to like make your favorite meal, or taking time to do your hair, or like try a new hairstyle, something like that that makes you feel more confident. Taking the time to say mantras that make you feel more confident. You're changing your mind, you're changing your perspective on things. So out of all my readings today, Aquarius, yours is a little hard, but it's not as explosive. You are good enough. Oh, that's nice. This is, Aquarius is feeling better about themselves. Your dreams need a practical plan. You need to, there's something, these dreams that you have and stuff, I feel like you don't need to take on so many burdens. Confidence is your key to success. Time to give rather than take. That's so funny. It just feels like you already are giving at this time, especially with the Six of Pentacles. You are good enough. Confidence is key. This is you really growing your confidence. One of the main themes for you during the solar eclipse right now is having your confidence back, feeling more sure about yourself, feeling more good in your body. With this Ten of Wands though, and this your dreams need a practical plan, it feels like the things you want, you're really fighting hard for them, and it feels like there's different ways for you to achieve your dreams without working so hard. Work smarter, not harder is a saying that I'm hearing. I don't know what that's going to look like for you. It's a little tidbit of advice because mostly right now they're focusing on the fact that yeah, you're regaining yourself. You're feeling more like yourself. And there's there's different ways for you to feel more confident. You don't have to take on so many burdens to feel so good about yourself. I don't know what it is about you, but I'm just getting like this big energy. Like the more if my friend sees this who's an Aquarius, she's gonna feel called out, and I'm just kind of like taking that energy and that idea that I know of her and hoping that it resonates with other Aquarians. But you don't need to take on so much to make yourself feel better about yourself. It feels like you take on so many things because it makes you feel like a good person. You don't have to do all those things to be a good person. You are good enough as you are. You don't need to break your back every day and put yourself out there and fucking do all kinds of shit that is wearing you down to make yourself feel better about yourself. You're good enough as you are. You don't need to do all that stuff. So that's my message for you, Aquarius. We're gonna pull a couple more cards. Moon, soul, get in there. Get in there, really feeling like yourself. I am. Oh my God, that's so nice. That's so nice. Soul, I am. This is you feeling really connected to yourself right now and really getting in there. And creativity, this is you finding ways to really express yourself and feel like yourself again. Healing. This is a good time for you, Aquarius. This is a good time for you. Your eclipse season feels a little less rough than other people's because it feels like yours has been going on even before it started. I think it was June I was reading that it was from like a last happening that's kind of been drug out and is like tying up the loose ends here in this eclipse. So yours, out of everyone else's, has been going on for a long ass time. And that makes sense because I am an Aquarius moon. And I know that in the summer, things, okay? And I know that things came up and feelings came up and I was so overwhelmed then, and now finally in these eclipses I'm finally understanding why I acted that way, why I felt that way, and what I was supposed to be doing. So those themes of like shit that was popping off in June, you were like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, I can't believe I'm like this. I can't believe I feel these things. I can't believe my life is like this right now. How come it's like this right now? Finally, now you're going to be seeing like, oh, because I have this trauma and I need to be saying my feelings like this and I need to tell people that. So coming forward now into the eclipse season, as an Aquarius moon and to my other Aquarius placements, it's gonna be, you're one of the groups that are really gonna be tying up their loose ends. Like, this is gonna be over and you're really gonna have a better handle of it. Nothing's ever over. We're always learning and continuing and expanding and growing, but it's like you have a better, like, it's a plateau. You've plateaued to a certain level and you're like, oh fuck, finally, like you finally have a good grasp on it. So that's what I see for you, Aquarius. I hope that resonated. Thanks for stopping by.